welcome to my channel. This is Silent Calls Tarot. I'm Nini, and I'm going to do an energy read for the collective. It's not for any specific sign, but it's for whoever is guided to these messages. All of my information for contacting me will be available in the description box below. It'll be the link to my website as well as my email address. So, changes. Many changes have been occurring in my life. So I have been on a break for whatever reasons, but mostly I've been on, I've been on this journey of doing what makes me happy. And in doing what makes me happy, I've been turning down everything, not just one specific thing. Sorry, this is getting on my nerves, but everything that does not sincerely bring happiness to me. So in this process, it's like over this month or whatever that I wasn't on here, because I did record, but every time I was recording, it was like more had to be added to the discussion or the questions and answers. I have a lot of notes, and I'm going to use the cards also, but it was like everything was laid out in front of me, and it was like everything in my life was laid out in front of me. But with everything that was laid out in front of me, it was like I had to pick and choose what could go with me along the pathway in which I wanted to achieve a certain goal. What would get me towards this certain goal, and what would not get me towards this goal, I had to eliminate. So that's what I've been doing. And in this process, y'all, there's this song, I heard it on the way here. It's called Wait on You. I can't think of who sings it, but in there he speaks about how in the wait for the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, but in the wait for things to work out in your favor, or for things to go in a way that you feel best in, or you feel like you're in your best energy in, you get weary. And in this process, I did get weary, and I had to step back and just acknowledge the small things, or what seemed small at the time. And in acknowledging these things, I met many different people, and in my meetings of different people, I realized how blessed I am, and how favored I am, and the things that I think aren't valuable, how much others or someone else that doesn't have what I have, how much it means to them, or how much it should mean to myself. So I've been taking accountability of just, I wouldn't say accepting, but in that instance, accepting who I am and what I am and what I have and what I don't. But pretty much a center of seeing myself. That's what I've been viewing, or that's what I've been experiencing. So with beginning these notes, I was writing, I had seen this number a few times. I know I saw it at 12:12 p.m. Then it was 12:12 a.m. Then the next day I saw it at 12:12 p.m. again. So I wrote it down, and I went into looking into what the angel number 12:12 symbolizes. Oh, excuse me. And it's a powerful sign from the universe and your guardian angels. It can be interpreted as a message that you're on the right path, or that a significant change is about to happen in your life for the better. And I also wrote the part where it was talking about soulmates, and how very important people come into your life, and chances that you will meet them soon. And this was all playing out like over this month, and it's been crazy. So I had wrote about, for a few of those days, I was waking up at like 4:30 and 4 o'clock, 4:56. I was waking up in like those really early hours before the sun comes up, or with meeting, like I would be awake when the sun comes up, or watching the sun come up or whatever. And one night I woke up, it was like I could hear the wind blowing, but in this wind, it was like there was a woman, and she was wailing like I don't even know how I can make this sound, but it was like a ooh, like, I think those are like fish, but when you watch like mermaid shows, like the siren, that noise, that's what I was hearing. And I wrote it down, and I went into looking at like the meanings of what wailing could be. So I wrote a clear pathway to your dreams. It's about longevity, what stands the test of time, ingenious generational wealth. Now with that, I was connecting it to how mermaids are viewed. They're always viewed as these beautiful creatures, but they can also be viewed as creatures that are scary or whatever, but it's all about that eye, or being able to actually see like the soul or the purpose behind it, that meaning that it has. Hold on, y'all. I gotta check my surroundings because I'm out in public, can't be. Okay, I wrote the song Good Vibes by Aya the Light, and they had me to write about naivety, and I wrote naive. It is a lack of judgment, innocent, a lack of judgment, or it could be innocent, natural, and unaffected. And I wrote distant from self-awareness, acknowledgement of self, see, hear, know, and speak. And that was the process. Well, when I was experiencing this process, because I wrote everything down, I was seeing like how I had to acknowledge that in certain situations or certain things that I experienced, how I allowed these things to happen, or I put myself in the position to experience these things knowingly as well as unknowingly. So I wrote, okay, that's what I just said. Seeing how when I'm not connected to certain things, my blessings come in bigger, bless ups. What else did I write? The delay is not denial. Now with this, because I've had a lot of crazy things going on in my life, but it's like when the crazy things happen that I feel aren't working for me, or you know how people say I got bad luck, or you feel like certain things are just going wrong in your life. When these things did occur, because they occur over this little time span, but it seemed like it was longer, because I used to get back on my YouTube and be like, I know I need to put some more stuff up here, but there's a bigger purpose to why I'm being put on hold, and there has to be a message, and that's what has been displayed to me. But anyways, back to it. It was like I was seeing how certain things in my life affected the things that came into my life and the things that left. And like I was seeing how when these certain things that I got rid of them, how other things of good would come into my life. So that helped me to eliminate, like a process of elimination. That's what I had to experience, and it helped me to see clearer of what was and what wasn't for me. So I wrote, I'm not gonna read that, these are my affirmations. Okay, this is the main question that I've been asking myself for this time, and I had been thinking about it before, but I had this conversation, and it started off as like just a regular conversation, but it got deep, and we were talking about fear, and you know, like what is truly stopping you from doing the things that you say you really want to do in life. What is stopping you? And when I got asked this question, like I said fear, I said I'm afraid, but when I said I was afraid, I went into questioning myself of why am I afraid of something that I love? Why am I afraid of something that I'm passionate about and I feel like I'm good at or whatever? Why am I afraid? Why am I holding myself back? And I began to it's like I gained strength in this time period, and it was like I had to build off of my own strength, my own weaknesses, and make them, you know, like using my weaknesses as my strength. So they became strengths, they became stepping stones, they became like a ladder to where I wanted to go, or the goals that I set for myself and things that I wanted to accomplish. So I was in a period of challenging myself to do what I thought I could not do. And when I did, it was like when I did the things that I thought I could not do, or the things that I feared, I succeeded beyond my own expectations and realized that the limitations were not what people put on me, but the limitations were what I put upon myself. Okay. I wrote, what are you waiting for? Okay, I wrote, trust in what you feel and what leads you to peace, fulfillment, what brings joy, peace, love, hope, and peace. I wrote peace a lot, y'all, because without peace, you ain't got nothing. So I wrote inviting in good things. I ain't going to speak out my own affirmations because they're not for everybody. Okay, I wrote out some affirmations. I'm going to read this first one that I wrote out. Y'all, this hair is getting on my nerves right now. I wrote, help me to be strong in going forward. Help me to trust and believe in myself. Give me peace of mind, focus, love, joy, peace. I love peace, honey. Honor. And then I wrote, make the vision clear and balanced. Bring that vision, a vision brought to life. Why are you holding yourself back? Stop now. Okay, then I wrote down like goals. I was in this process of viewing, okay, I'm not going to fear what I want to do, but I have to be in alignment with why I am doing this. This is the main reason of why I'm going to continue. This is my motivation. So I went into thinking, why are you doing this? What is your true purpose behind doing this? What are you trying to fulfill? What are you trying to accomplish by doing this? Not what you are doing, but why you are doing it. And I wrote, it's not about money, but it's actually about helping others and bringing truth to the light. And I wrote new moon cycle. I don't even know. I really haven't been keeping up with the moon and all that. But yeah. Okay, so anyways, that's what I wrote on there. But I know the new moon brings in new things. It's a new moon. It brings things to light for there to be a change. Okay, so I do a lot of studying, y'all, and like I see a lot of things that would be considered a crazy thing or like a conspiracy or just somebody you done snapped in the mind or something. But to a lot of people, from what I've seen from just researching different things, there are people that, you know, see these things as well, and there are those that don't actually pay attention or don't want to know. Those that know and those that do not want to know, because knowledge is out there about it. So I watched this dude Kala Amaru, and I also do my own research about things that he says, but bruh be knowing what he be talking about a lot of times. So there's this speech, and this speech was broadcasted in 1977, and there's a video on his page about it, well, the entire speech or whatever, but I wrote different parts from this speech. So it's called Alien Brilliance Speech. Okay, I wrote Lights in the Skies. This comes from there. I wrote this part because it relates to the now, what's going on now. So I wrote, this is in order that you may share in the great awakening as the planet passes into the new age of Aquarius, new moon, new age, all this new. Okay, I wrote another part where he says, only those who learn to live in peace. And that even goes into that peace when I just say, without peace you have nothing. But peace, only those who learn to live in peace will pass to the higher realms of spiritual evolution. This is another part. All these are in quotations. Okay, be aware also that there are many false prophets and guides operating in your world. Your inner divine self will protect you from these. Have no fear. Seek only to know yourselves and live in the harmony with the ways of your planet. Age of Aquarius. Well, I started adding it up because after that, like, I listened to it before a few times, and then I went and looked into all the different occurrences of where this actually happened, and, you know, documentations of this actually happening, and it adds up. And it was pretty much, when I got it from 2022 to 1977, that's 45 years. 45, you know, 4 and 5, adding them up, that's 9. So I was looking at 9. Now, we all know 9 is like the number of everything. Is that 9 or that 6, however you want to put it, because it's based upon your perspective or your viewpoint. But it's life. That's the number for life. And it's like everlasting life or evolution. But evolution brings change. But how they were showing me it as like when you get to 9 in like tarot, we always look at it as, well, we look at it as being right there by 10, 9 being closer to 10, so it brings forth like an end or an ending of something. So with that 9 becoming that 10, and then it going back around, like if you put a 9 and you keep going, it circles back. I don't even know what that was, how I just explained that, but it circles back like the circle of life. And, you know, for things to change or for things to be brought forth into life or new, something old has to die off. An old way of being, an old way of thinking, old way of seeing, an old way of interacting, an old way of living, an old way of existing. Okay, I wrote, because after this I just started going into alien things, because I had this experience. Now, it was me, my baby, my cousin, and my brother. We were outside, and I was holding my baby, and in the process of me holding my baby, we were outside and we were just talking. He was like, I think I told him I love you or something. One of us told it first. And he was like, I love you, and I love the grass, I love the car, I love different things. And then he was like, and the birds. Now, it was dark outside, so I'm like, Yeah, you love different things, just listening to my baby. Then I'm like, birds. So I'm looking for the birds, and he was like, right there. And when I looked right there, it was like this triangle like shape, and I was just pointing like, look, 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 look. Everybody, I was telling them, look, 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 look. I can't take my eyes off it. I was stuck like, whoo. Yeah, that was an experience, and to this day, it was not. Yeah, it's unexplainable. It's unexplainable. You have to see it to believe it. That's the thing, that you have to see it to believe it. And there were witnesses. But it was crazy because it was like a recognition of I gotta be some kind of important for them to be wanting to pay attention to what I'm doing here on this earth. And it just made me realize how I wouldn't say small, but how much we make up. We make up a bigger piece to something. And I just wanted to kind of research more into what this bigger piece is, and just like why am I here? What am I supposed to be doing? What am I for you to want to be interested in me? So I was just looking into different things, and I got to this TV show. It's Demi Lovato's show, but it's called Unidentified. I think it's like the Unidentified Already TV show, but they had Demi Lovato on there, but it's a TV show. And she was talking about UFOs, astral projection, abduction, missing people, regressive hypnotherapy, like past life regressions, what we usually do, and different things. And I was just looking at how what seems to be weird, or seems to be like, in like a small community, how much or how influential it is on people of just an everyday life, or even a lifestyle that people dream to live. Yeah, people dream to live. You want to be rich. A lot of people want to be rich and famous and all that, but they still experience normal things, or things of not normal. But yeah, so I don't want to put this out here, because that was not. That's a dream that I had on this break, but that's not for everybody. Okay, this is when I came back. Now, in this process, I would say a lot of things, like a lot of just things that just are not coincidental, but a lot of happenings have been happening. Like even today, I had this moment of deja vu where I was doing something, and I realized I had a dream about this, but I didn't know who this person was that I was with. I didn't know where I was, but I remember doing this, and it was crazy because I was like, I did this before. I remember this. And they were just like, we doing this for the first time today. We're really just meeting or whatever. But it was crazy. And like, I've just been paying attention more to, I wouldn't say just the physical vessel, but the energy that the energy that holds the vessel or that the vessel houses. And it's been an experience, because it's like once you see, you can't unsee. But anywho, I've been feeling good, y'all. Okay, this is what I'm gonna talk about. I'm not gonna go into full detail, but over this process, I met someone, and I had already been going through this change and different things in my life where things were just being pushed out for different things to come in, and it was a lot of unexpected happenings, like miracles, blessings, whatever you want to call it. They were just happening, and I got into this state where they were happening so fast, or they were happening just so unexpectedly, that I didn't know how to accept it. And I wouldn't say I was put into the position to be humbled, but I humbled myself in this moment, because I met someone that has experienced many different things in life that I know myself I probably would not have been able to survive or have the strength to overcome, and many do not. But this strength helped to bring out more strength within myself. It was like when I saw this person, I could see all over them just their strength. And I didn't know this person. I had not spoken to this person. I had not really even met this person, face to face or anything, not even talking. But I could feel this person's energy, and it was like a peculiar energy, like how people have that glow, like I was drawn to this person, but I didn't know the reasons to why, but they stood out. And hearing this person's story, it just put me in perspective of how I said I had to view different things in my life that I took for granted, or that I took for granted, put in past tense, took for granted, and how they seem so small to me, but they would be something that was so huge to this person or to another person that experienced something, and where they, something that I had, like I had an abundance of, they were lacking with. And it just put me in a position of being grateful for being who I am and what I have, and just pretty much not even about the what you have, but who you are and your journey. I appreciate my journey so much now, and it's put me in a position. I be in a position a lot, but it put me in a position to want to I wouldn't say, want to stand out rather than hiding behind who I am and the things that I do, the things that I'm interested in. It just made me want to shine my light brighter, so that someone else that's afraid to do something, someone else that's in a fear mentality, they can step out. They can be like, yeah, she overcame fear, why can't I? So it just put me in a like a glow up type energy, and I've been feeling good, y'all. I've been challenging myself a lot. The universe, God, whatever you want to call it, everything has been challenging me to just to see if I'm gonna move forward, or it's like, are you gonna stand in the test of time? Will you fall? Like will you give up when it gets a little hard? Just like a test to see, like how they say when you get tested for something, it's like a test to see if you pass your last test. What did you learn from the last experience? What did you learn from the last experience, and how can you take this forward? How are you going to use this to go forward into another level? But seeing that overall, did you learn? Yeah. Okay, I wrote this song down. It's called Dependable God by Victor Thompson. And in the song, he was speaking about how, hold on, let me make sure what I'm looking at right now, because hold on. Okay, he was speaking about how you get even that weariness, but how you can be weary in what you think may happen, what you think may not happen, but there's like a knowing that you're gonna be okay. That level of strength, that power that you have to bring out of yourself, that no one can give to you, that inner strength. That's what he was speaking about. But I wrote about, okay, this is my last page here. I was writing about Revelations, and in Revelations where it talks about the 7 seals and how you elevate from a level, it's like an elevation here, like an activation of an energy, and how one energy has to die off for the other one to make a new foundation and build upon. But like it can't build on that old foundation, that same energy. One energy has to be transmuted into another energy for it to act on a higher level, releasing that fear, because fear is like one of the biggest energies that holds everything back. But using these senses to know what, and to be able to hear, see, speak, all of that, but to know what is of a higher frequency and what is not of a higher frequency, what can move you forward and what can hold you back, what is not needed and what is needed, but that deciphering between the two, discernment. So they had me to write about apocalypsism. I think that's how you say it. Apocalypsism. The apocalypticism. And I wrote judgment, freedom, cast a stone for yourself as well. Like if you're judging someone else. Okay, now I was writing about judgment. I don't know why I went into judgment, but I know it's in Revelations where the judgment comes and different things. Let's see, somebody parked by my car. Okay, I guess they're okay. But how, like, instead of judging others or judging someone else for what they do, looking at yourself, it just kept going back into looking at yourself and seeing what you have, how you were naive to different things, how different things within you held you back. And just because you see someone else not accomplishing, you looking into them and seeing what holds them back. But it's like putting a mirror in front of your face, making you see you. But it's like a judgment on everyone. That's what they were showing me it as, like a judgment on all energy. Even if everything shows you differently from what you're told, would you still lead? They had me to write fire, sun, heat, light, truth, revealing, scene, a humbleness of existence. Okay, I'm gonna pull a card. These are just animal cards, animal totems. I use these for like advice or for like just to get a guide, like an energy to guide us to move forward. What can we, be in? And we're gonna let Spirit show us. Can you please show us what we need to see, Spirit? And I do thank you for this opportunity. We have the Siberian tiger. Okay, they're having me to read this part. It's the world's largest cat, and that Siberian tigers are extremely rare. It's only about 600 Siberian tigers that live in the world today, quotations, strong enough to pull a 600-pound wild boar and even swim with it across a river. In the winter, its thick coat becomes lighter. And that made me think how, like, in the winter, I get lighter in the winter. I get darker in the summer. But like a chameleon, able to adapt to certain energies, environments here. It's like okay, they're showing me like this is the energy that you can be in here. This is like an energy of being strong, but knowing, I wouldn't say downplaying yourself, but knowing when to display this strength, knowing what to apply the strength to, not in situations that would not get you ahead or would not get you the food, the prey, but in situations that would get you to the other side here. It's like a prize that you're carrying along with you here. Or this is how you should feel. You should feel like you're a prize and you're getting this prize to they're showing me like a birthday gift here, but you're this present that you're getting to the birthday party, and you're having to get this present there safely so that it can get on this gift basket table or this gift table here. They're showing me a gift table, a table with bags of gifts on it. Like realizing the prize here yourself. Okay, can we get 3 cards? And then I'm going to end this reading. Can we get 3 cards? And then I'm going to end this reading. We do thank you for this opportunity. Okay, before I came here, I saw the 4 of Swords. And I was because I was flipping another deck at home. And I flipped the first card over, and it was the 4 of Swords. And I had just listened to a song about when you wait, though you're weary, how it's like how that strength, how you have to build up strength in your waiting so that you won't get depressed, so that you won't get suicidal, so that you won't feel like you just cannot make it. But it's like an inner strength that has to be brought out in a time of feeling lack, fear. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Chalices. And the Page of Pentacles, because I do kind of see it in here, but the Page of Pentacles brings about newness, that new beginnings, that they said that unseen, that unexpected, like how I was saying, those happenings. But like you walking into a new doorway, and in this new doorway there are things that you have not seen, so they're new to you, so it's unexpected because you did not know what to expect. There's just a newness here in this energy, an abundance of new here. And they're showing me like with this Knight of Pentacles how it's being brought to you. It's like a unicorn from like and I saw that today, fairies, unicorns, rainbows, and something else, but I saw that where I went somewhere today, but I saw that. But like mythological, or things of like a heavenly realm, things that don't just come from random happenings, but things that are aligned or put in place for you to walk through, like a doorway that is put there for you to walk through, to walk into these different, it's like different doors being opening as you walk into a new doorway here, like opening many doors that you have not seen here with the Wheel of Fortune and that change, but bringing about a change, that newness into the Page of Chalices, that newness, that freshness, that fertility. They're showing me like a baby or an infant, how an infant is new to the world, or their body is new to the world, so their body has to adapt to the environment because it's been in the womb. It's adapted to the womb and the environment within the womb, but when it comes out, it has to adapt to the outside world and how it has to begin to blend in. It's like a blending in of with a new energy here. There's an alignment. So I'm going to leave this here. This is for the collective. It's not for any specific sign. I do thank you all for visiting my channel. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever you feel led to do. Let Spirit guide you with these messages. All of my information for contacting me is available in the description box below. Bye.